Hi students, welcome to online class. So in this video we are going to discuss about chapter 9, Introduction to C++. See, in the last week we have discussed about the operators and operands, and then we have discussed about the types of operators. There are three types of operators are there: unary, binary and then ternary. And then we have discussed about some classifications of operators, that is arithmetic operators, relational operator and then logical operator. So now we are going to start assignment operator. What is mean by assignment operator? See, assignment operator means it is used to assign a value to a variable which is on the left hand side of the assignment statement. Assignment operator means it is used to assign a value to the variable. So the value is going to be assigned to the variable. Okay, where is the value? Where the value is located? The value is stored on the right hand side of the assignment operator. The value is on the right hand side of the assignment operator. So that is going to be assigned to the variable. So the variable is going to be located on the left hand side of the assignment operator. So simply they says the left hand side value is assigned to the right hand side variable. The left hand side value is assigned to the right hand side value is assigned to the left hand side variable. So which is called assignment operator? They are saying that equal to is called the assignment operator. Equal to is called the assignment operator in most of the programming languages. In most of the programming languages, equal to is called the assignment operator. Equal to is called the assignment operator. So whatever is in the right hand side of the equal to. So consider for the right hand side thing, whatever it may be a value or it may be anything. So that is going to be assigned to the left hand side variable. So see here, this operator copies the value. This operator copies the value at the right hand side of the operator to the left hand side variable. And then they are saying that this is a binary operator. It is also a binary operator. How they are saying that it is a binary operator? Binary operator means what is a condition? Binary operator, it requires two operands. Binary operator requires two operands. So there are two operands are there. One operand is in the left hand side and another operand is in the right hand side. Right. Now let us see the example. Let us consider the example a equal to 4. Let us consider the example a equal to 4. Now what happens? The value 4 at the right hand side of the equal to operator is assigned to the variable on the left hand side of the equal to operator. So to the left, when you consider the equal to operator, which is the left side, so a is the variable, that is the left side. So what is in the right hand side? 4 is a value that is on the right hand side. So now what happens? 4 is a value that is going to be assigned to the variable a. Sir, if it is b equal to 10, then what will happen? If it is b equal to 10 means the value 10 is assigned to the variable b. Now another brilliant boy will ask another question. Sir, if it is a equal to b, then what will be the answer, sir? If it is a equal to 4, 4 is assigned to a. If it is a equal to b, then what happen? Whether b is assigned to a? Yes, b is assigned to a, but what is the value of b? Instead of b, the value of b is assigned to a. Can you understand, students? A equal to b means instead of b, what is the value of b? The value of b is assigned to the variable a. So this is the usage of assignment operator. Right. Now let us see the shorthand assignment operators. What is mean by shorthand assignment operators? So this is also some different types. This is also some kind of operator. but this is the type of assignment operator. This is the different type of assignment operator. See, they are used to call it as shorthand assignment operator. What are the shorthand assignment operators are there? Now let us see how many shorthand assignment operators are there. They are addition assignment operator, then subtraction assignment operator, multiplication assignment operator, division assignment operator, and modulo division assignment operator. So there are 5 different types of shorthand assignment operators are there. There are 5 different types of shorthand assignment operators are there. What are they? Addition assignment operator, subtraction assignment operator, multiplication assignment operator, division assignment operator, and then modulo division assignment operator. Now let us see one by one. So first of all, we take addition assignment operator. How it will be? See, what is mean by addition assignment operator? Plus equal to. Addition means it is represented by plus symbol. What is mean by assignment operator? Equal to. So we are combining the assignment operator with the addition operator. So that's why they gave the name addition assignment operator, that is plus equal to. Sir, plus equal to means how it will work? Now you will ask another question. So A is equal to 4. Now what is the value of A? A equal to 4. 4 is assigned to A. So what is the value of A? 4. Now see here, see the second line. A plus equal to 2. What is mean by A plus equal to 2? See, instead of writing A equal to A plus 2, instead of writing A equal to A plus 2, instead of writing like that, we are writing in a short manner. How we are writing in a short manner? So we are using shorthand assignment operator. We are using shorthand assignment operator. A plus equal to 2. Now A plus equal to 2 means what will happen? A equal to A plus 2. Now what is the value of A? The value of A is 4. So 4 plus 2, 6. Again A equal to 6. Now 6 is assigned to A. Now 6 is assigned to A. Can you understand, students? Right. See here. Now they are using different assignment operators. Minus equal to. So minus equal to means A minus equal to 2. What is mean by A minus equal to 2? A equal to A minus 2. So if the A value is 4, A minus equal to 2. Now what will happen? So A value is 4. So 4 minus 2, A becomes 2. Like that you see here, asterisk equal to. Asterisk equal to means multiplication assignment operator. Multiplication assignment operator. So A equal to 4. A asterisk equal to 2. A asterisk equal to 2. So A asterisk equal to 2 means A equal to A asterisk 2. Like that, say here slash equal to. Slash equal to means division assignment operator. Division assignment operator. So A equal to 4. Then A slash equal to 2. A slash equal to 2. What is mean by A slash equal to 2? A equal to A slash 2. A equal to A slash 2. Like that, see here modulo division. Percentage equal to. So percentage equal to. Percentage means modulo division. What is the difference between division and modulo division? Do you remember that? Last video we discussed. Division means it gives you the quotient. Modulo division means it gives you the remainder. So slash equal to gives quotient. Percentage equal to that gives remainder. So modulo division assignment. A equal to 4. A percentage equal to 2. A percentage equal to 2 means A equal to A percentage 2. Can you understand, students? So totally 5 different types of shorthand assignment operators are there. Addition assignment, subtraction assignment, multiplication assignment, division assignment, and then modulo division assignment operator. Right. I think you might have understood this. Yes. Right. Now we are going to see the conditional operator. What is mean by conditional operator? There is only one conditional operator in C++ programming language. In C++, there is only one conditional operator. There is no other operator like that. If you take arithmetic operator, plus, minus, that is addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, modulo division. Arithmetic operators are 5. Like that, each and every classification operators are many. Right? Relational operators means there are 5 or 6. 6 relational operators are less than or equal to, greater than or equal to, is equal to, not equal to. But conditional operator means in C++ there is only one conditional operator. Can you understand, students? Right. Now see here, question mark colon is a conditional operator. See here, question mark colon. Question mark colon. Question mark colon is called the conditional operator. The conditional operator is also known as ternary operator. The conditional operator can be otherwise called as ternary operator. Can you understand, students? Right. So, which is called the conditional operator? Question mark colon is called conditional operator. The conditional operator can be otherwise called as ternary operator. So, why for we are using this conditional operator? What is the usage? So, we want to discuss about this conditional operator, but instead of discussing in this particular lesson, we can discuss in the next lesson, because this is reliable to, this is somehow related to an statement called alternate. Sorry, this is related to and control statement called if-else statement. This operator is used as an alternate to if-else control statement. When we want to discuss about this if-else statement, when we are going to discuss about if-else control statement, at that time we can discuss this particular operator. Can you understand, students? Right. We are going to learn in the later chapter, that is next chapter, that's all. Right. Now we are going to see the next operator, that is the last operator, increment and decrement operator. Increment and decrement operator. What is mean by increment and decrement operator? Increment operator is plus plus. Plus plus is called increment operator. We used to call it as plus plus. So plus plus is called increment operator. Minus minus is called decrement operator. Minus minus is called a decrement operator. Sir, what is this plus plus and minus minus? You might ask another question. See, plus plus means we want to add plus 1. We want to add plus 1. Minus minus means we want to subtract by minus 1. What is mean by plus plus? Plus plus is called a increment operator. It is used to increase by one number. It is used to increase by one number. So what is mean by minus minus? Minus minus is called decrement operator. It is used to decrease by minus 1. See here what they have given. An increment operator or decrement operator acts upon the single operand and returns a new value. See, it is not like other operators. Plus plus and minus minus is not like other operators. There will be only one operand. There will be only one operand and returns a new value. There will be only one operand, that is single operand, and returns a new value. Thus, these operators are called unary operators. We have studied what is mean by unary operator. Unary operator means it will have only single operand, that is one operand. Unary operators works on single operand, that is one operand. So that's why they used to call it as unary. Unary means one. Right. What is mean by increment? The increment operator adds plus 1 to its operand. The increment operator is used to add plus 1 to its operand. and the decrement operator is used to subtract 1 from its operand. So always remember that increment operator means add plus 1. Decrement operator means subtract minus 1. Can you understand, students? Right. And then increment operator, that is plus plus, and decrement operator minus minus, we have two forms. Increment operator and decrement operator have two forms. What are the two forms? That is postfix and then prefix. There are two forms are there in increment and decrement. What are they means? One is postfix and another one is prefix. You should not say that suffix. Prefix means pre, before. Postfix means after. You should not say that suffix. It is not English. In English you might have studied a prefix, suffix. But in computer it is prefix and postfix. What is mean by prefix? Whenever we give plus plus before the operand, that is plus plus x, this is called prefix form. Plus plus x is called prefix form. When we add plus plus at the last, that is x plus plus, x plus plus, then that is called postfix form. Then that is called a postfix form. For example, if I say plus plus a, that is prefix. A plus plus, then that is postfix. Like that, minus minus a, prefix decrement. Then a minus minus, postfix decrement. Can you understand, students? Right. Now let us see here, x plus plus or plus plus x is the same as x equal to x plus 1. What is mean by x plus plus? We are going to add plus 1. We are going to add plus 1. If it is x plus plus or plus plus x, both of them means the same. Both of them means the same. What is the meaning? X equal to x plus 1. So add 1 to the present value of x. Add 1 to the present value of x. Then what about x minus minus or minus minus x? X minus minus or minus minus x is the same as x equal to x minus 1. X equal to x minus 1. So it subtracts 1 from the present value of x. So plus plus means just you are going to add plus 1. Minus minus means you are going to subtract by minus 1. Now see here, the plus plus or minus minus operators can be placed either prefix. Prefix means before, or as postfix. Postfix means after to the variable. That is, before the variable means prefix, after the variable means postfix. That's all. Can you understand, students? Right. Now let us see the example. So x equal to 4. X equal to 4. X equal to 4 means 4 is assigned to x. Then x plus plus. X plus plus means x equal to x plus 1. Now they are using cout statement and then they are printing. We have not yet discussed about cout. So later we discuss about cout. Just you see the output. What is the value of x? The value of x is 5. The value of x is 5. 4 plus 1, 5. So like that, see here, x equal to 4 plus plus x. What is the value of x? The value of x is 5. Can you understand, students? Either whether postfix or prefix, you want to add plus 1. Right. I think you might have understood this video. You might have understood all the concepts what we discussed now in this video. So let's end the class. So thank you, students.